Everyone waited for the PCE this morning. Was pretty much a non-event in the currency markets. The real PCE was last night, the presidential collapse event. Here we have the weekly on the euro. And last week I talked about the potential of an outside week to the upside. That's not happening. Okay, so there's fear of going home long the euro into an election. I think 6 years ago when Macron won, there was a gap up, gapped higher to the upside, never looked back. You know, prudence over valor. I'm not going to, take any long euro positions home. Technically, it didn't give me a reason to stay, or I would have. Similar to the dollar, you could always recommit. It's kind of a scratch trade for me. Um, my worst sale was par and a half, and I had some sold at, uh, you know, right around here, 106. So, I'm just going to step aside. I am going to stay with the USD CAD shorts, and because it's not election related, the weekly, you know, kind of a push. We tested major support. The daily doesn't look great considering that the dollar is having a somewhat higher week. So I'm going to stay with this. I still think 136 is going to be taken out. And I'm going to stay short some yen, which, I'm looking at this as a potential reversal day. We have holiday markets next week. Could be a good time for the BOJ to do something, some intervention before they follow it up with something fundamental on rates. So, I'm open to this coming off. Maybe it finally reconnects with rates, which is a correlation it has divorced itself from on this recent run because I'm still looking for lower rates. Uh, yields tried to rally, got up to 434. That's just old support, new resistance. And this 420 level is very significant because if we start closing under it, you could take about another 50 bips out of it. That's going to take us back to the lows that we had late last year. And, if you've been following my videos that, you know, um, saw this top, saw this 78% retrace, saw this 78% retrace. So successive lower highs, lower lows, descending triangle from 474, that's 54. That's going to take it down to 370 or so. 358 is a possibility. 3% is a possibility. I believe we're already in a recession, although the economists aren't calling it because we had what 1.6% growth at the last reading. That's pretty squishy. You're starting to see even home prices begin to decay a bit, especially new home sales. So we're starting to get some price pressures there. And gold is fading. That's another reason. I still think that we're going to trade under 2280 and set up a buying opportunity lower in the weeks ahead. Um, the gold silver ratio looks like a bear flag, which, could be bearish a dollar. They do have similar patterns, only a much weaker chart in the gold silver ratio, which still favors silver over gold. So I'll be interested to see where silver is at if I get my targets of 2240 in the gold. And I still think the miners will also be a buy down there, maybe the GDX, which has been holding up pretty good. We'll see what it does today, but I'm still thinking there's an opportunity for the GDX to trade back down to 50% or 61.8. I really like this 200-day. Hope we get close to that in the weeks ahead into the summer. The stock market looks like we have a failing rally. We had a nice little bounce yesterday, even in NASDAQ, but still a lower high where we could get, at least A, B, C. Um, it's doing the rally yesterday happened without NVIDIA. NVIDIA still looks pretty weak. I think you sell any rip above 130 in NVIDIA, and we're getting some nice downside action here in NASDAQ as a whole. Bitcoin, I talked about it near the highs. Still don't see a reason to get long. Still think we'll see 52,000 here in Bitcoin again in the coming weeks. Um, I'm looking at the banks, see if we get that one more rally back above 52. In fact, I'm kind of impressed that the regionals actually look pretty good. Look like they're going to have some type of run. Maybe it is time for, high risk pairing would be buy the Russell and sell the NASDAQ. So here you have another big gap up, and you have that with the NASDAQ lower. So that would be near the final phase of the stock market would be that um, the companies that aren't making money that are in the Russell, um, they get some breathing room with lower yields and perhaps got this rotation into the Russell that people have been talking about for the last year. VIX could still give me that one more shot to a low, but I put on some long vol today in the DVIX calls, buying the 20 strike. And I think that's it for the week. Uh, Again, non-event in the dollar. Euro did not give me its the outside week, so prudence over valor. We could have some type of gap. We start taking out this 78% retrace of this rally. I know a lot of people think they would buy it here, but I would wait if that happens for something down around 105. On the upside, if the fear is not warranted, back over 107.30 would be your first sign that the euro's doing something right. But, I just want to point your eye towards the fact that the commodity currencies sure look a lot better than euro, even cable. So there's the Aussie. All we've done is move sideways, poised for a breakout, and Canada doesn't look that great either. So I'm just going to say short Canada over the weekend, and we'll see what happens with the S&Ps and the NASDAQ. And you guys know my plan. I did want to show you guys something. It's here in our room on TradeGATEHub. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Change my preferences. What's that? Save my preferences, whatever. Okay, so, a lot of people pay for subscriptions for charting for real time. And you could come in here and these charts are live. Okay. They have all the tools on the side and the real time, and you could program anything here. So nice looking charts. You could lay out your own page and not have to pay a subscription fee like on TradingView. So check these charts out. Nice little candlestick charts. You could go to any kind of chart, but we have trend lines, we have fibs, we have harmonics, and all kinds of tools that you need. So we'll see what happens here over the weekend, everybody. I hope that some of the things that we're talking about, that you're learning about RSI divergences, about risk management, about looking for the relative strength leaders, looking for the weakness to short on strength and the strength to buy on weakness. And I'll see everyone on Monday. Don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Enjoy your weekend and do your homework. I think that even though it's a holiday shortened week with the 4th of July, there's going to be some pretty good action Monday after these elections, and we'll see what we can establish after the results. Good hunting. Adios.